Hi, my name is Darrell Chitty. I'm a portrait artist and a professional photographer. I've been doing this now for over 40 years. I'm also a former college professor of a fine art. And so this has been my background for many, many years. And I do primarily commission work for clients. I do some things also for traveling tours. I have an exhibit traveling all over Louisiana right now called the Cajun Experience. But primarily I work with clients throughout Northwest Louisiana as well as other parts of the state or the nation. I love what I do. I started out in photography, enjoyed that greatly, and then when the transition of digital came onto the scene, I felt there was a need to transition from photography into something else, to separate myself from everyone else. So I started studying the great masters of all art. And in fact, one of the great masters, Degas, once said that if you want to become a great master, you must study these great masters. And so I did that. I knew everything there was to know about these people. I love art history. And so I studied not only their technique, but also studied the individual, because I found out that the great masters injected themselves into their work. When you looked at a Renoir, you were looking at Renoir. You weren't looking at his subject. And I think that's typical of a great master, and that's what I strive to do in my work. I love working with real oils, traditional oils, and also with pastel. I love working in brush and also palette knife. It's just a joy to be able to see what comes from all of that. My technique, first of all, I photograph as a photographer, and then I actually put my image through a program called Corel Painter, and then I put it on canvas. And then from there I mount it, and then I actually start painting traditionally. Of the percent of what is represented, about 60–65% of all of my finished images are all traditional oils, working with brushes. So when you look at my work, you do not see any hint of photography in it.
Oh, that's a photograph. That's insane.
If you are a photographer and you're just restless, you're wanting to separate yourself from anyone else, I encourage you to study with me. I believe that you'll find the challenge is going to be very gratifying. It will be certainly a challenge because I'll push you to your creative limit. I work in both oils, pastels, watercolor. I hope to get the opportunity to work with you. Please do check me out. You can Google my name, or you can just send me an email to darrellchitty@yahoo.com, and I'll be very happy to talk to you and share with you my mentoring program and also my workshops that I do here in my Cajun studio, in my shack, as I call it, and where we meet with about 6 other artists, and we study and we actually do oil painting together. It's a wonderful week experience that we do out here in the woods of North Louisiana, and I enjoyed teaching one-on-one. So I encourage you to maybe check into that, and hopefully we can work together in the future.